So this is the second raw take of the series, and the topic is becoming more grounded, and also from that becoming more magnetic as well. So just to start with, I feel like when you say someone is grounded, basically means that they're calm, they feel present, they're in control of their emotions, and there's a big sense of safety that you feel around them. They're very accepting of themselves, and also they have an energy that isn't needy, that isn't wanting anything, and is cool, calm, and collected as well. So just down by the beach today in Sese, which is next to Canggu in Bali. Beautiful location. But yeah, so the last few months have been pretty transformative, to be honest. I spoke about it a bit more detail in my video before, the episode before. But a big part of this journey has basically been centered around embodiment, feeling into the body a lot more, which basically results in you becoming more grounded and more present with yourself, in your life, social situations, everything else. And the experiences that I've had especially the last couple of months, last 6 weeks to 2 months, have been an absolute game changer, to be honest. And what I mean by that is being very, very comfortable in social dynamics, being very comfortable with just how I'm feeling, and from that being able to connect deeper with people, build stronger relationships, and also just a feeling of presence, really. Now, it isn't like this all the time, and that's you could feel like that all the time. You basically feel amazing, and still very much in the trenches myself. Example, yesterday was a tough day. A lot of disconnection from the body, a lot of overthinking. A lot of tension in the throat and the chest areas. Ironically, I've woken up today and after a terrible night's sleep, there's a lot of noise in my guest house last night, which is unusual. Got some sexual activities going on with people a couple rooms down from me, which was, it was very loud at like 11 o'clock or something. And then a girl walking down a hall in a pair of high heels for just, random occurrences anyway. And then there was torrential rain this morning, so wasn't the best night's sleep, but I woke up this morning and feeling very grounded today and embodied, feeling way less energy up the head, chest, throat areas, and feeling a lot more grounded the lower parts of the body. I also had a very aligned conversation with a good friend of mine from New Zealand. Shout out to Dylan, who speaking a lot about these concepts and topics, which was awesome. So I feel like that aligned conversation as well very much helped. But anyway, back to the point. So I've had moments of feeling very grounded and present in conversations, and just feeling really, really good on some days. And I do put it down to a lot of the embodiment work, effectively feeling into the body a lot more, which is going to help you become a lot more grounded. But really, what do I mean by that? and how has it helped me as well. So a lot of, especially in the case of men, a lot of your energy, your chi, a lot of your strength, and also your masculine power comes from the lower part of your body. Everyone's always trying to think themselves out of things, or they question why they're feeling a certain way because, and it's all coming from the mind. How do I feel better by basically problem solving this through the mind, which is the wrong approach for most of the part. There's obviously some sort of like psychoanalysis required of yourself, which is important, but a big portion of this is coming down to how you're feeling in your body as well, and not running away from the tension, and also trying to connect with the body on a deeper level. But when it comes to energy, lower down parts of the body, so in the case of a man, a lot of your strength comes from the lower part, so your pelvic area, literally your balls, and private parts, your legs, and your lower back and your feet as well. So the point here is, the more that you can consciously feel into these areas, disconnect, basically take attention away from your mind and push your consciousness to the lower parts of your body, also your lower stomach area as well, your perineum, which is your gooch. Most people will know what that means. And the deeper that you connect with these areas and feeling into them, feeling your consciousness into them, pushing your energy down, the more grounded that you're going to become. And the way that you can do this is, you can do it when you're meditating, you can do it when you're walking, you can do it whilst you're just standing on the grass, grounding yourself in the area where you're going to get more electrons through your body. Something that is conductive, like grass or wet sand, is also good as well. You're fully grounding. But the point here is, you basically want to practice feeling into these lower areas of your body for sustained periods of time. So you can start with just a few minutes to begin with and just get used to the feeling. And most people, it feels a little bit foreign, or just stood on my sharp stone. Most people, it'll feel a bit foreign because typically you're not used to actually feeling into your body. It's like, never really tried to do that before. And this was me at the start as well. And some days, like I said, it still happens to me where I can't embody myself properly and there is a disconnect. But basically, even just to start with for a few minutes, so bringing your attention, like you're scanning parts of your body with your presence and attention, and feel into your thighs. Sit in a meditative pose, feel into your thighs, feel into your feet, start feeling into your pelvic area as well, and even your lower back. I would say focus on one area at a time. Give attention to one spot in the body at a time, so it doesn't become really overwhelming or confusing. I find the thighs and the top of the legs probably the easiest part to connect with, especially to begin with anyway. And you can do that, like I said, in a meditative pose, standing up as well, because there's a bit more pressure on your body when you're stood, so perhaps easier on that front. And just sit there with a few minutes and take your attention away from thinking in the mind and just feel into these areas for a few minutes, starting to develop and get longer, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and see how conscious you can feel into the body there, into the legs, feet, pelvic area, etc. And after a while, or whilst you're doing it, to begin with, you'll notice how good that feels to actually be present into the lower parts. And to also be away from the mind and feeling how much better that is. And basically, if you were to be constantly in a way of feeling all the time and you're connected to yourself properly, you weren't thinking, you're living an unbelievable life because you wouldn't have anything limiting you or your mind, no belief systems, no faulty thought patterns. You'd just be feeling all the time. You'd be able to connect with people on a way deeper level. So doing practices like this on a daily basis, you start small, you progressively work your way up. This is a big reason why I've been able to have these really grounded moments where I've been in conversations with people, and not only do I feel very like present and calm, but there's also a magnetism that's developed from that because they can feel it as well. And especially if you're around women, they're feminine, they can feel that a lot. Just around, it doesn't matter, men or women, to be honest. But the point is, you will not only be feeling better in yourself, but they can feel that sense of groundedness within you as well. And progressively, as you keep doing this, you will only get better, and you will stop thinking with your mind as much. You will have less energy up in your chest, in your throat, in your mind. And what you'll find is not only are you becoming more calm, more grounded, you're also going to be able to start expressing yourself more, expressing your truth more, because you're not thinking as much. And what is the result of all of this work? Well, you're going to start living in a lot more alignment with yourself, feeling a lot less tension in areas of the body, and also just feeling more aligned energetically with yourself and with who you truly want to become as well. So yeah, this is just a small practice that you can do, and things that have been one practice that have been helping me a lot. I'm more grounded and present, and yeah, as you'll probably start to notice it after a week, you start to become a bit more aware, and you can start bringing that then into social situations, having conversations with people. Maybe it's a presentation that you've got to do. Maybe you've got to speak in front of a bunch of people, whatever it is. But once you've felt that groundedness after practicing by yourself at home, at the beach, wherever it is, on a field, you can start bringing that into these dynamics and get your attention out of your head where you're just thinking all the time. Maybe attention to parts of your body, you're holding on to certain emotions, and you start becoming more grounded and feeling energy, the lower parts of your body. You will be able to go through these situations and dynamics with way more ease and a way calmer approach, more grounded approach, and you'll be able to not only feel better, you'll be able to perform better as well. So not really based on performance here, but it is based on feeling. That's why it's so important to be done. So yeah, get the energy out of the upper part of your body, out to your head. Start becoming more conscious to your pelvic area, your legs, your lower back, in your feet. You're walking around, you can just, especially if it's been a very heavy day, maybe you can just push your consciousness into your feet, feel your feet whilst you're walking around. Don't have to be thinking. And the more that you do it, the better you'll get it, the better your existence will effectively be. So yeah, it's a bit of a slightly longer one today, but I will be back with another raw take in the next weeks. If you found this interesting, or if there's ways that you would like to hear more about it, and there's something I didn't touch upon properly that you'd like to know, or you're just interested in listening more, then yeah, send me a message.